My name is Peter Tolley, and this is my product, Captain Tolley's Creeping Crack Cure. It's a very up-to-date method of dealing with an old problem, finding and fixing of leaks. Now, the old way of dealing with it has always been to take a gun to it, a gun full of some sticky sealant. But I'm going to show you how to use a water-based, non-toxic, penetrating sealant using capillary action. Now, with this demonstration, it's just a piece of plexiglass screwed through to a piece of wood. I'm going to show you the principle of how it works. Now, here we go with a bead of the crack cure. Very simple, isn't it? You see what it's doing? It's looking for a leak. And when it dries, it's going to dry clear and flexible. Now let's look at some practical applications. If you're a caravan owner, you'll be quite impressed with this, because you know that all of this trim and the window seals and the door frames, they all have trim to protect them from the wet, and sometimes with all the shaking about, they get moved. And you don't want to take them apart, so all you do is put the Creeping Crack Cure along the whole thing, even as a matter of yearly maintenance to it. And if you put it in, you will find where these old mystery leaks are, and that'll do it for you. One of the most difficult things about mysterious leaks is trying to find out where the blazes they started from. And with the crack cure, we're looking for, you can probably see very clearly there, do you see how now it has disappeared at this point? And that is making a seal which could be just as easily a roof or any other concrete structure. Here we are about a minute later from the previous shot, and you can see that here there was no leak because it's still standing, and there and here it has gone in because that's where the leak was. If you've ever been plagued with leaks in the windows of your car, then Captain Tolley could be your friend. And very simple too. If it's a fatter crack, there it goes, in that part there. If it's a fatter crack, just come back and do it a second time. If it's your job to look after a house, then you'll be familiar with all of this kind of thing. It's the putty coming away and letting water in behind it into the woodwork, and also, most importantly, in the joints of the wood, where moisture gets in and makes the paint come off. Put this into those joints, and then you don't have this unsightly cracking all the time, and you can then paint over afterwards. You may need a few goes at it to fill it up, though. Now, don't forget that every single one of your deck fittings have been strained in use. See, there's a crack there. Now then, do you see it's disappearing? Now that's going down and finding all the fissures below the deck, and that's the job done. Remember this? Now look at it. It's dried, completely clear. I've taken the screws out. Now that's much neater than if we'd put a wodge of sealant along the top of it. And as a bonus, it's extremely strong, although the sealant is flexible. Now, being water-based, it has another advantage, that it will tolerate a certain amount of dampness. As you know, all your cracks that are having problems with moisture have water at the bottom of them. I think that that's all I can tell you. As you will agree, it's a totally different approach to finding leaks. The best of luck with it.